It's gonna be just a few seconds before I shut off all the comments, because I'm going to break down everything. Alright, I'm gonna just shut off the comments real quick. Why that nigga 6ix9ine? I'm gonna tell y'all why. Okay, this whole interview is just straight cap. I don't even know where to start. It's just so much of what he said, it just like comes out of his ass. I don't even know where to start. It's just more so, I'll address the right on the head. No, he does not financially support my daughter. No. When he got released off of house arrest, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna like get into detail and everything. When he got off of house arrest, a day after, he did the whole little swinging in the park, being funny and taunting everybody that he's snitching, that he's free. He called my mom and was like, Irene, I just got off of house arrest. I was wondering if I could go to the house and talk to you guys and see the baby, this and that. We didn't say no to him. You just went silent and just started making up these lies for a whole year and a half while you were locked up, trying to defend yourself. So, my mom spoke to him. She said, yeah, come to the house. My mom told me, look, she came to me after. She said, he's about to come to the house. I don't know how you're going to feel. It's been some time. All the shit that has been going on. I said, let him come to the house. I want to hear what he has to say. And I want to see how he's going to further on and move forward being Soraya's dad. That's why we let him come to the house. She said, okay, Danny, you could come to the house. He said, okay, I'll be there in 20 minutes. My mom didn't even get a chance to tell him our address. Right? So you knew where we lived. You could have sent something. You could have did anything. Wrote a letter to your daughter, whatever. Sent out fucking pictures. Niggas in jail draw pictures for their kids and stuff. Nothing. All right? Nothing. No communication. Instead, you chose to lie and not provide and just be a complete deadbeat. So I said, I want to hear this. I want to hear what was the reason that he did all of this to us. All right? He came, took no accountability, was like, well, I want to take the baby. Just being released off a house arrest. And he was just on the internet taunting people the day before that he's free. I want to be able to see my daughter. She should come live with me, stay with me. I could provide better for her. It's not about providing. You can't provide yourself safety. At that moment in time, you're walking around with 60 fucking bodyguards. All right? You're mocking people who are in jail because of you. You don't give me no money. I can't pay for security. So no, at this point in time, and my address was leaked, I don't feel comfortable letting you take Soraya. Baby steps. I even accommodated him. The only time he came, we spoke. He came one more time. After that, I left the house. He didn't even have to see my face. That's one. I said, you want to start building a relationship with Soraya? I got to feel comfortable knowing that, first of all, my daughter's even comfortable with you. She don't know who he is at all whatsoever. She calls my dad, and my dad has to constantly like tell her, Grandpa, I'm Grandpa. You know, it's just like, he's just a face to her. So I don't feel comfortable just after everything you did, letting my daughter go with you. You got to show me that everything is fine. You got to show me that you're safe, you're breathing. You got to let me know where she's staying. As a mother, I need to know these things. He didn't want to give me no type of information, even though it makes no sense. I have his address. I have everything. But the fact that you don't even stay in one place and you move around the way you move, me as a mother, I feel uncomfortable, especially when you're targeting people and you're talking about their dead relatives and you're targeting gang members and stuff like that. Yes, you don't even have security for yourself. I would be a fool after everything our life has been, especially yours, since you're the fucking pump faker. for the last 2-3 years to let my daughter just go with you straight out of fucking house arrest. No, that's not what I was gonna do. And we explained that to him. He wasn't taking accountability. He thinks everything's, oh, niggas ain't gonna do nothing to me. Like, he doesn't take anything serious, not even his own safety. Like I said, it wasn't a problem him coming to the house and seeing the baby. I wasn't even gonna be there. The problem is that he just wants my daughter to be out and about with him for show. And I'm not gonna place my daughter in any harm doing that. That's one thing that I don't think I'm wrong for. He came and threw $20,000 out of 5 years on a fucking table that I put away into account for her. Because he don't even have a college fund set up for my daughter. He spent more on his girlfriend in 1 year than what he has putting away for my daughter. My daughter has like less than $100,000 in a fucking bank for her college and everything. So he says. I've never even personally seen it. This is just him pump faking and saying shit just so he can get his way. You feel me? So I'm like, no, that was out the question. I was like, you don't want to build that trust? You don't have to even build it with me, bro. I trust my mom's judgment. If my mom, you could be around my mom with the baby, and if she feels like you're not going to place my daughter in harm's way, then she would have told me, yo, he can stay with the baby for a weekend. Like, he's been doing everything. He's been consistent. He's been checking up, calling, sending stuff for the baby. Once we told him no right off the bat, the first day he showed up at my house, that he wasn't going to just be taking the baby, he completely stopped all communication and stopped. Because he's not going to be a father on my terms. Bro, it's being a father the right way. That's what people don't get. It's not, we're trying to control you, bro. Nobody can control you, obviously. That's you're not something for me to control. But what I can control is my daughter's safety. And that I'm not going to just give up just to make you happy or accommodate you. You have 5 years to get to know my daughter. You have 5 years to be a father. Don't do it now that you're out of jail and you need to clean up the image that you made for yourself by snitching. That's not what I was going to allow. My daughter's not a pawn. And regardless of what y'all like to say, I'm only speaking on this because he spoke about it on the interview. I was going to mention the little fucking $20,000 out of 5 years. That's all you giving my daughter. And at that, I'm putting it away because I can't rely on you to have our daughter's fucking future set, because you're not right in your head. And you think by hurting me, you think by not doing for her is hurting me. It's not, bro. It's not. You see me, I don't look like I'm fucking worried about anything. Okay? I do for my daughter regardless. The one that is going to hurt, and it's not even the financial part that's going to hurt her, is going to hurt my daughter emotionally. If she grows up with those feelings, God willing she doesn't, because she's surrounded by love and support and people who actually care about her. But you can't help when kids come into their own and they have their own feelings and start expressing shit and she asks my dad lately, are you my dad? My dad always thought I'm grandpa, and she still calls my dad. Like, kids grow into their own, and they're gonna see, and my daughter's gonna see who was there and who wasn't. His mom, I'm not gonna talk bad about that woman. I have nothing but love for her at this point. It is what it is. She wants to make an effort to be in her granddaughter's life. I let her. She visits the baby. She doesn't want to give us an address. Like I said, I'm not giving up, surrendering my daughter anywhere where I don't know where she's at, just in case of emergencies. That's my right as a mother, to know where my child would be. They don't want to give up no addresses because their safety. She prefers to come here. She'll come, and she doesn't come every week. She doesn't. That's one thing. She comes like a few times a month, bro, whenever he lets her. Last time she had to have somebody pick her up from Florida and drive down to Florida to pick her up and then drive back to New York, because her son didn't want to pay for a flight just so she could come to New York. She only comes to New York when she comes to freaking see my daughter and her family, wherever she has them, okay? Little family or cousins that she has out here. She calls my mom and Irene, I'm going to be at the house this Saturday. Can you bring the cake that I like? or can you cook this? She makes requests and everything, and she sits there, she talks about God, she talks about church, she sits and enjoys herself with her time with her granddaughter. And I guess what? I don't even be here for it. Like I said, just not to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And she doesn't have a personal issue with me. Me and his mother communicate very fine. She tells me she loves me. She sends me the same pictures that she sends. Like I said, I'm not here when she's here. So the same picture she sends him is the same picture she sends me. And she takes so many. And the pictures that she sends him are pictures that I send her. Those pictures that he was showing, oh, I bought her that. Bro, I couldn't, like, I have to laugh. You're pointing at pictures that I took. Your mom wasn't even there to take those pictures. I sent them to your mom because I don't care about that. Like I said, if she's going to do right by my daughter and be that grandmother, then I'm going to let her. You know, I'm going to send her pictures. I'm going to FaceTime her so she can see her granddaughter when I know she's not able to come out here because of you. She blames you. She blames you that you keep her in that house in Florida to watch all them fucking little dogs, okay? Like, at the end of the day, it's just cap. His mom don't see the baby every week, but she does see the baby. He doesn't send money with his mother. She can't even buy her own plane ticket. He's lying about that. She comes with little dolls and toys that she buys, but nobody spends money on my daughter but me and my family. Nobody from that side. Like, she does, as a grandmother, she does good being there, but financially she can't help us because of him. He doesn't even give people money around him like that because that's how he controls them. That's how they rely on him. Like I said, he has that day after he saw the baby, after he threw that money, he just threw the money on the table too. He didn't even give my daughter a hug when he left, anything. That's the first time you seen your daughter. Like, he was just more focused on being angry with me. And I'm like, bro, you want to talk about loyalty, you making up shit in your head. If that's what you feel comfortable or whatever, if somebody manipulated, good job to the feds, whatever the case is, that's fine. But your hurt is like so focused on what you believe I did, bro. It's just like, you want to speak on loyalty, respect, all this other shit. You have no loyalty to nobody, and you never had. You couldn't even have it towards me when it was just me and you before everything else and all that other shit came about. Like, I don't want to hear nothing about that. You went ahead and fucked your female DJ Blue Diamond. You went ahead and fucked Betty Idol. You fucked so many bitches, bro. So many of them. So many. You got so many bartenders pregnant. And I actually feel sad for Marlena because she's not lying. I was in denial with being with him. That girl's not lying, bro. I seen the text messages. I know how he talks. She was, like, you saying you had sex with her one time. She was in our new apartment before I even moved in with videos and everything. After he beat me in Dubai for 2 hours, he confessed everything to me and told me the baby might be his. So all that shit that he's capping about, he don't know if the baby's his. He has a feeling in his heart, which is enough, that he knows that the baby might be his, and he treats the baby and that girl like nothing. What's the excuse for that? I don't, like I said, y'all choose and fucking get off on the lies that he tells y'all and stuff like that. It's all cap. He doesn't do for anybody but himself, and only for the people that he feels he can benefit off of. And instead of y'all blogs, I won't get reposted, and I don't care, but at least I said what the fuck I said. Y'all go ahead and repost his live saying that he pays $20,000 for he paid me $20,000 and that he supports his daughter, which is a fucking lie, bro. Instead of reposting that his daughter got an edge control line, that I put something in her name since her father does it, something that my daughter could benefit off of. Y'all only post what y'all want to post, and y'all only believe what y'all want to believe, and that's fine. But this man, he's just disgusting. He's a liar, and he's not all for the love and hip-hop baby mama drama, but at this point, what the fuck is he speaking on? Because ain't no way anybody else is going to listen to him talking, unless he's talking about someone dead or his baby mamas. Nobody's showing up to his shows. Nobody's doing nothing. He's just a straight bold-faced lie. His life is a lie. He threw $20,000 on a fucking table that I put into an account, but walks around with $1 million in his pocket. And that's over the last five years that he's given me anything for my daughter like that. Anything. Like, come on, you do the math. Nobody, like, he doesn't do anything for my daughter. Anything that's provided for my daughter, down to that little outfit that he said he provided, that wasn't provided by him. None of those clothes. Asking my daughter's size. Asking my daughter's size. If he don't ask his mom and he gets it right, yo, I swear, I'll eat a bag of shit, bro, if he could tell you the right size. He doesn't buy the baby clothes. I'll eat a whole bag of shit if he could get my daughter's size right. Like, that's how serious. He wants things the way he wants it, and that's not how it goes, bro. He is clearly not there. There's something in his brain that just don't click. He thinks is untouchable. He thinks he can get away disrespecting me and disrespecting my daughter, not taking care of her. He thinks he can just do things, and we're supposed to accommodate him. I'm not here to accommodate you. I'm here to accommodate my daughter. And my daughter doesn't know you. And you're not trying to get to know her the right way, the safest way. And that's what I'm concerned about. I went to court several times. I have his address. Let me tell you something. This boy dodges court the way he was kissing up them feds' asses, okay? I would never, damn right, unchaperoned, especially in the situations that he's put himself in, leave my daughter with him unchaperoned. And so I feel like he's earned that right, built that trust in his life, and is stable in his life, that I know he's even protecting himself to feel comfortable releasing my daughter to him like that. That's not something, I don't care how much money he has, he doesn't use it for the right way. He doesn't even have security with him now. Y'all want to say, oh, I don't let him be a father. He doesn't even want to be a good man that I can say, all right, let my daughter be with her father who's a good man. He's not a good man. He's not a good person. He's not a safe person. And because I don't give it to him his way of how he chooses to fucking use my daughter, he doesn't support her. You heard him loud and clear. I'm not going to be a father. Not on your terms. It's not on my terms, bro. Actually, it is, but I'm not doing anything that's far out there targeting you, mistreating you. I'm just saying I don't feel safe because I know you're not safe. You don't have security. You keep on making these problems, antagonizing people. You got people on live pointing guns at you. Talking about my daughter. You get into beefs, and I have people talking about they're gonna smack my daughter because of you. Meanwhile, them not knowing you don't even see her. I can speak. That is, regardless to how much I may dislike it at this point, it's like, I forget. As much as y'all like to label me as his baby mama, this and that, he is so non-existent in my life, bro. Unless I get mentioned or pulled into his bullshit. Like, I have a right to speak on him if I feel like it, the same way he speaks on me. They asked him, what's the issue with the other baby mother or the other child? He dismissed and manipulated and said, well, back to Sarah Molina. Like, bro, you're fucking hurt. You're a bitch, and that's just what it is. But that has nothing to do with my daughter. You want to act like this? Meanwhile, I had to sit and endure 7 years of fucking physical abuse, mental abuse, which you pled guilty to. 7 years of physical abuse. You fucked me up for 2 hours in Dubai. You did it regularly whenever I approached you about a woman. Matter of fact, the other baby mama, He beat my ass in a car with my daughter there because she was calling my phone telling me that she was pregnant from him, and he didn't like the fact that I answered the phone. He punched me with all my rings. My daughter's on the floor crying in the car, and I have gashes all over my head and everything. Just because the other baby mama is telling me she's pregnant over the phone. He isn't shit. He's not a good man. But if he would have came out of jail being a different person, rehabilitated, thought about his actions and what he did and what he put not only myself, his family, and my daughter through, it would have been a different story. I would have never had no problem to let my daughter get to know her father. I have my father. My parents been together for over 20-some years. I know what I'm not lacking anything. I grew up with my father. I have my own. I shouldn't have to fight with a man to take care of his kid. And that's what I'm not going to do, bro. I just let you be. But I speak on it. Yes, I'm going to speak on it. You ask me, I'm going to be as honest as I possibly fucking can. Yes, he does not take care of his kids. And if y'all want to translate it into, oh, she's bitter, it is what it is. I'm not the one asking the questions. The interviewers are. He's on drugs. He doesn't know. Like, I know just about everything that goes on with his life without even being in his life. Because I have people come back and tell me so many things that are around him. He has people around him that don't even care about him. All right, he had Joseph J. Nowhere Productions, who he owes money to from 2018 when he was supposed to do the European tour, was just in Miami for 3 weeks, waiting on him to, yo, I want to see you. You owe me money. We got to talk, this and that. And Danny was pushing him to the side. Yeah. Had him stranded out there for 3 weeks until he said, yo, I'm going to get my fucking lawyers involved and now it's over. I'm done playing nice. I'm done. I try to talk to you. I've been out here for 3 weeks and you've been dodging me. He said, all right, come. I'm going to see you. He sent him Don Cannon's address, who I have. And they was in Don Cannon's house. And he told me that Danny couldn't even make out sentences. He was so high. Bro, and I've been known this. This is old already. You feel me? But I'm not going to sit and speak on it because there was no reason to ever do it. Now I'm going to speak. You're on drugs, bro. You're on drugs. The last 5 minutes of the interview, you look like you was going crazy in that pill bottle too with your ibuprofen. I don't feel comfortable releasing my daughter to you if you're going to be that type of father. No, my daughter doesn't deserve that. He wants to see his kids however he wants to see them. Not even because he don't even want to see the other kid, and that's fucked up, bro. He knows that kid is his. He knows. He would have never brought himself to admit the truth to me that he slept with this girl and everything if he didn't feel in his heart like that baby might be his, or if he didn't already know. No, I'm just like I said, blogs are gonna post whatever clips they want to post of him lying. So this is why I'm on live addressing it. I don't need to explain it. I don't have to explain it. But what you're not gonna do is just, he wants to be like, oh, whack, you're not about to push that narrative. Meanwhile, he's pushing a whole narrative of himself to make himself look good. No, he does not pay child support. He's not on child support. And the first time I saw $20,000 from him or any type of money was the last time, because I told him I would have to feel comfortable knowing that my daughter is going to be safe with you, and you can't provide that comfortability for me, and you don't feel like you don't have to answer to me or whatever when it comes to my child, then no, you cannot see her. She has a tablet. He don't call. There's different ways. He never made the effort. And like I said, I would eat a whole bag of shit on live, bro, if he can get my daughter's name, my daughter's sizes, her clothes sizes and everything right without having to ask his mom. He doesn't know anything about my daughter. He doesn't know how to be a father. He never had one, bro. It's just so much shit that he just caps on. He don't even want to tell me where he's going with my daughter. You think I'm gonna feel comfortable if I release my daughter to you and you on a jet with her to LA or something, or just hopping around country to country, state to state with my kid and not telling me where or nothing, or not answering my calls? He does. Like, you're not about to put me through that, and I'm not about to have my daughter around that. It's like, you're crazy. I'm tired of it. I've gone to child support so many times, and if it was something that got done and something that was easy for me, I wouldn't be on live talking about it. It's embarrassing, actually, that he doesn't want to help me. And it's embarrassing that he believes his lies. It's embarrassing that he's the type of person that he is. It's embarrassing to have any type of association with him, honestly. This is not a title to be proud of. I don't want to be a snitch's baby mom. I don't want to deal with... he's not even my life, and I deal with a man because of the shit he does daily. That shouldn't trace back to me and my daughter. He doesn't protect her at all. He doesn't think of her first. He doesn't do none of that. So why y'all want to sit here and judge me? Or why you don't let him see his daughter? Like, I just told y'all why. I factor in all of that. I'm not going to put my daughter in a situation where she's not safe, or where I feel like she won't be safe, or I'm not comfortable. You can't give me an address to where you have my kid. All of this, you're not about to do that. You're antagonizing people that to the point where they're bringing my daughter into the beef that you have. I have these grown men talking about putting hands on my kids because you want to start with them and talk about their dead relatives and stuff like that. Like, no, I'm not doing that at all. You provide no sense of security for me knowing that you're going to be with my kid. It's not that we won't let you be a father. You don't want to be the right type of father to Saraya, given the person that you are. And that's where I'm going to leave it at.